1, 2, 3. These are effects pedals.
Make sure to check out Hawaiian pizza
for $1.99. You will not be disappointed. For $99.99.
Distortion.
It says rat on it.
It says rat.
So it's either gonna get really quiet or really loud.
I'm just imagining like an entire like colony of rats just running around everywhere and like taking over a space.
And eating cheese. Here's my clean tone.
And now this is
my rat tone.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so we were ready.
It's screaming. It's screaming.
So you imagine a bunch of little rats running around.
Do you ever feel angry enough that you would want to make that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?
Overdrive.
What does this pedal look like? What's it gonna sound like?
Poop screamer.
It's gonna scare us.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
And it's gonna sound tubey.
To
Tubey.
be loud and scary.
Tubey.
To be or not to be. So what do we think is happening to the sound there?
It's definitely getting louder.
Definitely louder.
More piercing sounding.
Piercing, that's a good word. If this pedal was a food, what food would it be? Go ahead, hit it again first.
A ghost pepper.
Pointy fruit.
A pointy fruit? The signal is being driven in a way. That's why it's called overdrive. The signal is being revved up and driven in a way, so it becomes a little bit dirty and a little bit piercing.
Tubey.
Fuzz.
Hawaiian
Now on to the next one, the one that it seems like a couple of you were most excited about.
Man.
It's a very interesting name.
What do you think it's going to sound like?
Like muffled.
Softer.
Tropical.
Tropical?
Fuzzy, kind of staticky to me.
Believe it or not, I do not like pizza.
Wow.
This is my clean tone.
Nice.
Now I really don't like pizza.
I mean,
What if we were able to make this sound a little more melodic and kind of musical? Then maybe we would like it more. You can make a song with it, right? Maybe it's stuff that you've already heard before on some of the records, some of the songs that you love.
Yeah. I don't know the artist who made the song, but the Eye of the Tiger from like the 70s, 80s, or 90s. That one.
That one could have used some of this stuff, I think.
chorus. I'm scared of Julia now.
You're scared of Julia?
After these four, I'm...
You don't trust Julia.
Julia!
What do we think Julia's gonna say to us?
Alien, kind of, because that looks...
What does an alien sound like?
They use a lot of math and like codes of their language.
Right.
I heard that, I think.
So we think that Julia is either an alien or underwater.
Yeah.
So let's find out which one, in fact, that's gonna be, okay?
Oh! Yay, I'm happy now!
I feel like Prince has used this.
You're right.
Yeah.
Prince has used this. So what's happening to the tone here is that your signal, your tone, is kind of like separating into many other tones that surround it. It almost sounds like there are 3 or 4 guitars doing the same thing that are kind of like intertwining with each other a little bit, right?
I feel like I have like a camera and it's like halfway through the lens you could see underwater and halfway you could see up. So you could see all the waves going by.
I feel like
Like
that's
you're
what
floating.
this should have sounded like.
Vibrato!
Okay, what's vibrato, Gigi?
It's kind of slurred in the same note. Kind of like a trill, but slurred, like...
Yes. So vibrato, what's happening to the sound when vibrato, when it's, yes, like that, exactly. It's affecting also the pitch of the signal, right? And the pitch is going up and down slightly. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice chord.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah. So now this is cool. We can actually turn this knob, the rate knob, to make that vibrato faster or slower. You want to try it, Zach?
Sure. Wait.
So now it's...
That's
Whoa.
pretty fast.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of SpongeBob's laugh.
Tremolo!
What do we think tremolo sounds like?
Trill? Like a trill?
Maybe.
When she said that, I thought of a lip trill, like a...
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
If this were an animal, what would it be?
A blobfish. Yeah.
This is kind of like a blob. Seems like that was unanimous.
This one feels like...
Right. So with tremolo, when the signal goes through, it's actually the amplitude, or we can just think of it as volume, that's going up and down. So the pitch is staying the same, but it's the volume that's changing through time.
So.
Yeah, just like that. That's tremolo. Do we think that that's what this pedal is going to sound like? Wah, wah, wah.
It's gonna make it I think it's gonna make it.
Okay, well let's find out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gigi's going to make the wah wah, and Morrison's going to make the sound.
Wah, wah.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know, like romantic Hallmark. That's right.
Romantic Hallmark.
Okay.
I never would have thought, but now you know what? Now I'm hearing it. Why is that pedal making a sound like that? What's happening to the
I
sound?
feel like maybe it like releases the sound and then captures it again.
Interesting. It's basically sweeping through different frequencies, allowing different frequencies in the sound, low frequencies or higher frequencies, to shine through. Which one that we've already used do we want to combine with the wah wah?
Rat.
Rat!
Yes!
Okay, here we go.
Phaser. I think of the Flash when they're like phasing through a wall and it kind of like they disappear and then it reappears. So I think it might go like.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh really? Yeah.
Whoa. So if we make this a little less intense, then let's hear kind of a different character of the effect. Let's hear it now.
Part of it is keeping the same pitch, and then the other part is kind of wobbling, like.
You are nailing what this effect is.
How is that different from vibrato?
Because vibrato, it changes the whole entire pitch, and this only half of it changes.
Gigi.
You're so smart!
That's what's happening with a phaser, is that you have part of your tone that's remaining the same, and then there's a split off of that tone, and it's just shifted in time and space slightly, so it sounds like it's wobbling with itself. So it's like if you were walking down the road, Morrison, and then there's a fork in the road, and you split and make a copy of yourself, which is Gigi, and then you're both speaking at the same time, as Gigi's speaking kind of like slightly behind or in front of you, but you're still walking down the same road, more or less.
Envelope filter!
What about the name of the pedal? This pedal is called Spatial Delivery.
I think of like the 80s. They were like making like music videos where it looks like it's supposed to be like in the future.
It looked terrible, but back then it looked awesome.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're knocking on like 90s music videos.
It's
I'm gonna need you to stop.
It's because
If you just.
sounds like raindrops.
Sounds like someone going. Wow.
Like when you have like big headphones on and you start going like that. It's kind of like this, but like bigger.
Can you play the thing that goes.
Do you mean the Marvin Gaye thing?
Yeah.
The signal is coming out of the envelope at different, and the envelope is opening at different rates. So it's like, it has like a cone filter. It's coming like through a cone almost, right? It's coming like from here and then opening up to here, right? Something like that. Now we have a randomizer. Go ahead.
Neat.
Now I can hear actual raindrops.
Yeah.
They sampled it.
Now I just go.
They sampled it for sure.
Pitch shifter.
What's a
I was
pitch
about to
shifter
say-
gonna do?
Shift the ditch.
Yeah, it's gonna shift it to like a completely different note, possibly, or like something, or like just a half step around it, maybe.
Okay, cool.
What's the picture on here? What are
Rocket.
clues? Okay.
If an entire rocket came out of that, we would all die, Gabe.
Well, the real question is, if that happened, how did they get that in there?
The pitch bend.
That sounds like an that sounds like
Accordion?
yeah, an accordion. Like I hear like a chord. A chord.
I think that's the one.
It's like
Yeah, but there's more notes that are just adding to your signal, right? You're just
Yeah.
playing a tone and you're just adding more in there. So it's like playing a chord with a single note.
All right, we're gonna add it. What are the two notes in here? It's a third. Who needs effects pedals?
Who needs
when you have
effects
4
pedals?
kids?
All you need is 4 crazy musical children.
delay. I think that this is going to be like the note is delayed.
Wow.
I'm gonna strum it, and then like 5 seconds later, it's gonna be like. "Da."
Let's talk about the name of the pedal. This is called the Art Van Delay.
Art Van Delay.
Have you seen the TV show called Seinfeld?
Oh, the effect is delayed.
Zach, why don't you play a note and then stop the note right away? Just play it and then mute it. So even after you stop it,
It's like an echo. It's an echo.
it's like an echo, right? If we turn this feedback knob up, that means we're gonna get more delays. That means we're gonna get like maybe even a whole lot of them. Is it gonna stop? Is it ever gonna stop?
That's like a. This feels like a.
The rocket is going to launch.
Reverb.
Do y'all know what reverb is?
Is Reverb the name of the studio?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But reverb is also an effect. Reverberation, reverb, is creating space around a sound, right? So some sounds kind of like sound like they're very dry, like it's just the sound that happens. And then other sounds have a space around them. So you hear a sound and then all the sound around it.
Naturally, it would be like, and then with reverb, it would be like,
Something like that. Totally. This is specifically a spring reverb. And what a spring reverb is that the signal is basically hitting an actual spring, a metal coil spring. So it makes the signal sound, like Gigi said, kind of bouncy.
I can almost like hear it going through the coil, which is weird.
Yeah.
what's a kick pad? Do you kick it?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've got one more pedal, right? And this is another reverb pedal, and this is a different kind of reverb that's gonna be maybe more outer spacey, maybe way bigger. But this is called the astronomer. What's the astronomer gonna sound like? Space?
In the middle of space, there is no sound because it is a vacuum.
Right.
Since space is a vacuum, it might sound like a vacuum cleaner.
Whoa! So we're hearing all this space around the note,
Yeah.
right? It's almost like it's echoing, like we can hear it in the distance, right?
I'm gonna turn them all up. I don't know what I'm doing.
Whoa!
Feels like
I stopped.
find different sounds. It's just like all in pizza.
Yeah.
Hawaiian pizza.
Oh. Whoa. So do we like the Hawaiian pizza better when it has the astronomer with it? Oh, okay.
Okay, so how likely are you to use an effects pedal now after you've learned about effects?
100%.
100%?
Now can we mix together every single one?
Yes.
Okay. Five, 6, 7, Easy already.
Wow. Now it's back.
Yeah,